I just found something in my garage. It's been wrapped up in a plastic bag that stinks.
Okay, what is it?
It's a little baby.
Evil doesn't always wear a mask.
Holy we got a body. All right, let's cover it.
Sometimes it looks like a mother.
Did you kill the baby after the report?
A friend or a roommate. From hidden newborns to bodies in bags, these cases show how horrifyingly normal monsters can seem until it's far too late. In January 2016, a woman in Mercer County, Ohio, found a human spine with saw marks while walking her dog and called 911.
I may be just totally off my rocker, but I was just out walking my dog, and I came across some bones that looked to me to be human.
He had been dismembered.
Oh my God.
Okay, and there was apparent saw mark. Okay.
What mark?
Saw.
Oh,
mark.
saw.
Police confirmed the remains were dismembered human bones, but no other body parts were located at the time. Then, in 2020, the bones were identified as belonging to Ryan Zimmerman, a 21-year-old missing since November 2015. DNA from Ryan's parents confirms the identity, but police note his limbs and skull are still missing.
Your son did. It was obvious that there was foul play involved. Okay.
Right.
There was some remains that we were not able to locate. Okay. So it was also discovered that he had been dismembered.
Oh my God.
Okay. And I like I said, I'm sorry to tell you that over the phone. We did not find portions of him being the lower portions of the legs, the lower portions of the arms, or the skull.
Oh my gosh. So, okay.
There was apparent saw marks. Okay.
What marks?
Saw.
Oh,
marks.
saw. Right.
Yeah, when he was found, it was basically skeletal remains.
What does it sound like? Gangland or some kind of sick trafficking or what the hell? I mean, who would do something like that?
Those are all questions that we are hoping to work to try to get some answers for Ryan and for your family, okay?
Police found Ryan's last known address, where he used to live with Sarah Buzzard, her ex-husband Corey, and her now spouse Nara Jen Whitaker.
Hello, police department. Looking for Sarah. Couldn't step out for me. All right, sorry I had to wake you.
Oh, sweet.
Well, I think you got a warrant.
Warrant?
It's out of Ohio, I think. It's a theft warrant, I believe.
Okay.
All right, so we have to take care of it. 002, I've got her out front. All right, so go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back for me.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so what's going on?
Well, we gotta take her downtown. I gotta look at exactly what the warrant is for, and then we'll go from there. So I can. It's through Ohio, so they sent us over here. So others sent the warrant over here. We get them from out of state all the time.
No, I mean just
take some deep breaths, Sarah.
Yeah, once you move it.
In 2021, police find Sarah and Jen at Sarah's mother's house. Police tell her that the arrest was for a theft warrant.
You been sick?
Just woke up, sorry.
Okay. Have you been sick or?
No, just shocked.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna hold your arm so you don't fall over, okay?
Sarah was taken to the station, and detectives from Ohio started questioning her about her time in Columbus, Ohio 6 years ago.
Hi, Sarah. I'm Megan Baker. This is the Sheriff's Office in Ohio.
I'm Rick Ward. Hello, Sarah.
Well, I'm assuming you have lots of questions. Okay. We're going to take some time and sit down with you here, and maybe we can get some answers for those questions for you, if that's okay.
She explained that she lived with her then-husband, Corey Buzzard. While married to Corey, Sarah had also started dating Jen, who was transgender, and that's an important detail. Eventually, as her relationship with Sarah progressed, Jen moved in with Corey and Sarah, and then a few months later, they got another roommate, someone named Emma.
And that's a little bit about why we're here, is to talk about Emma, also known as Ryan Zimmerman. He went missing. Are you familiar with any of that? No. Okay, so I guess, tell me what you know about Ryan. Or Emma, if you know him as Emma. Okay.
According to Sarah and Jen, Ryan was transitioning, so he also went by the name of Emma.
It's a little bit of a touchy subject. My husband at the time had sexual interests. They had talked online extensively, and he had invited them to come stay with us, which I did not want to happen, but long story short, it did.
While detectives were talking to Sarah, officers back at the house with Jen tried talking to her as well.
Okay, we have a search warrant for the residence too, okay? So we're not stepping outside. We're working a missing persons case from Ohio. The Ohio Attorney General's office has a task force with missing persons. Okay. And Ryan Zimmerman lived with you guys in Columbus in 2015 with you and Sarah and Corey, September 2015, right? And he's missing. And you guys were like the last people to see him.
According to their story, Ryan, or Emma, only lived with them for 2 months and was asked to leave as he failed to get a job, a condition on which Sarah had allowed him to live in the apartment. Ryan planned to leave in September of 2015, which aligns with the timeline of events. Cops asked about the car from both of them.
What kind of car did he have? Did you ever ride in the car? You were never in this car? Okay.
Had you ever driven it?
Yes.
Okay, to the store or something, or when did you drive it?
To a gas station. I couldn't get it to start again, so I had to call a tow company to bring it back, but I was embarrassed about it because I didn't really have permission to drive it.
So did you drive it while he was still living there?
No, this was after he'd left.
Oh, okay. Were you by yourself during this?
My girlfriend was with me.
When Ryan's car was found abandoned, it was missing its license plate. They found the keys inside and some of Ryan's belongings. Jen reluctantly opened up about their living situation.
It was kind of weird.
I guess how weird? Like, was she just kind of clingy?
That's the thing too. No, Em was so... okay, I have pretty bad social anxiety. But Em seemed to have way worse social anxiety.
Okay. And how was M's behavior then?
Excessively shy.
Okay.
Jen also explains the reason for some of the tension with Ryan.
Sorry, it's just the anxiety.
Sure.
I don't like to admit that I am trans, but it was just weird. Corey brought another trans person into the house because that's what they wanted.
Sarah also gave some details, and then they finally tell her why she's there.
Ryan was just kind of the last straw for me.
Tell me more about that. Why was he the last straw?
That was probably one of the biggest arguments that we had, to make him that third person. But I obviously didn't agree with that, and the entire time it made me feel like I wasn't good enough.
I don't know if you know this or not, probably not, but you're talking to Jennifer right now, talking to your mom, and also talking to Corey. And there's major inconsistencies about this with your involvement with Ryan. And you know Ryan is now deceased.
He is?
He's been murdered. So we have Corey is talking to the Columbus police detectives right now. We just get off the phone with them. I mean, this is a bad situation. We really need to know what happened. With the car, we have DNA evidence. We're able to track down your car, the one that you used to own, the time of this incident. We were able to track down the current owner, and we're able to examine it. So we have something happened in that apartment the weekend that you dropped Corey off with that girl. So please just tell me the truth, what happened. Corey's given a whole nother version of what you just said. Please tell me the truth.
I'm not comfortable talking about this.
We have a young...
Was it an accident?
Yeah.
I don't know what was an accident.
With Ryan.
I didn't even know that he was dead.
Sarah, come on. Sarah, please.
Someone that I can talk to?
Well, you can talk to us. I just want the truth.
A lawyer I can talk to. That wasn't my rights, right?
Well, that's your decision. We don't advise on that. But all we're asking is for the truth.
I don't know what to say.
The truth, maybe?
I've said what I remember.
And you're telling me that's the truth?
That's what I remember.
This is going to be your only time to talk to me and Megan. After this, we're not allowed to help. So.
What happens to me after this?
You're going to be booked in the local county jail here. I mean, we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't have physical evidence. That's why I was giving you an opportunity. Okay. All right, Sarah. Thank you.
Officers were able to find Sarah's car, where they found red stains on the carpet liners. They also went to their old apartment to search and scan the place for evidence, and boy, did they find it. They found latent blood residue on the bathroom floor and the cabinet. Officers tried talking to Corey, but hit a dead end.
You're not in any trouble. I don't have an arrest warrant, nothing like that, Corey. Okay, we just want to talk with you because your name was brought up as a witness in a case of a homicide.
Homicide.
A homicide.
I have not. I don't recall witnessing any homicides.
Okay, we're just wanting to talk. That's it. Okay, That's it. I haven't lied to you at all, Corey. Okay, it's about Ryan.
I don't know who Ryan is.
Ryan lived with you for a while. Emma. He also went by Emma.
Okay.
He was a roommate for a while.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we're here to talk to you about.
Not without counsel.
Okay, do you have an attorney on hand?
Yes.
Okay, do you think they would meet us down there?
Can we make an appointment?
I'd rather get this done today.
I don't really think I have to work on your time.
And although Sarah denied speaking any further, detectives tried once again, but this time with physical evidence. Her Google searches looked suspicious.
Megan here has something she wants to show you.
I just have something I need to take a look at, okay? Read over, and we'll get your thoughts on that. This is from your Google account. Okay, these are your searches on your Google account that you said you only had access to. So flip through these pages.
Yeah, look through all for
and
us.
take a gander at that.
And here comes the long-awaited confession.
It was an accident.
It's an accident. Accidents happen every day. So what happened?
I was angry.
Okay, I get angry too.
And I knocked him down when he came out of the bathroom. And I choked him, and then I didn't know what to do. I'd never done anything like that. And I got scared. I didn't know what to do.
We're scared.
I realized I ruined my life. I put him in a chokehold and knocked him down.
Did he pass out? Were there words exchanged?
He passed out.
Okay.
And I didn't let go.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was too late. He stopped moving. He started turning white. And I couldn't go near him. I had to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. So what happened?
And I cut it up.
We being you and Jen? Was this when Corey was away at the hotel? Okay. So where did you cut him up at? Bathtub. What did you use?
Some kind of saw.
Where did that come from?
I found it in the shed.
So you each have your own shed there? Okay. Who did the cutting?
Mostly me.
And this is all stuff I already know. Okay, I just need to hear it straight from you.
The joints.
Joints? Can you point to what you mean by joints? The elbows.
The wrists, ankles,
Mm-hmm.
knees.
And then up here? On the neck. Okay. Does Jen help cut him up?
Not really. She wasn't feeling well. She got kind of sick.
Okay.
So I took over most of it.
But did she help a little bit at the beginning? Okay.
We were both really scared.
You got him cut up, then what happens?
We have to figure out where to put everything.
So where did you say you put his belongings? Where did those go? Like his clothes and his...
Just in one of the bags.
Okay, and where did those...
We put those in a bin.
Like a dumpster?
No, like a Tupperware bin.
Oh, okay. And where did that go?
In the back of his car.
Okay.
We were going to drive the car somewhere and leave it, but the car wouldn't start. We started driving and trying to get rid of little things at a time.
Along the road, or is there special spots?
In public dumpsters.
So did you dispose of like his limbs in different spots? Do you know where those spots are?
We just stopped wherever something looked okay.
Where it seemed like secluded or something like that?
Like a couple gas stations. Mostly just public dumpsters. I really don't know.
So angry at him. What happened that you came up behind him and started choking?
He ruined my life.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I told you the arguments Corey and I had. And I couldn't make him see reason.
Jen know that this was going to happen?
No, but she was there for me.
Sure, she's your support. You said that. That's what support people do in front of you.
I'm worried about what's going to happen to her.
I understand that.
We understand.
It's only natural.
And we appreciate you talking to us openly.
She was charged with tampering with evidence, grand theft of a motor vehicle, abuse of a corpse, and gross abuse of a corpse. On the other hand, Jen remained reluctant to acknowledge anything regarding Ryan's murder.
Whatever happened to Emma happened in the apartment where you guys stayed at, and we've recovered evidence from the apartment. We recovered evidence from Sarah's car, blood.
Wait, whoa, what?
Blood from the trunk of the car. Blood from the apartment by the bathtub, where in part of Emma's body was discovered it was dismembered.
No way. No way she had anything to do with any of that.
She did.
No, there's no way.
Tell me why. Sarah just admitted to everything, and you helped dismember the body.
Uh-huh.
She admitted to all of it.
Okay.
So fill us in with what's going on, right? With the car, you're going to remember everything. So at this point, Sarah spilling the beans on the whole kit and caboodle. Okay, this is what we told you before. We knew where we were at. So this amnesia that you have isn't going to work because now you're implicated in this as well.
I don't have amnesia.
Then fill it in. Fill it in.
I didn't do that.
I just got the phone call from the analyst that's listening in on the interview, and she's coming clean, right? They're watching it live.
Okay.
She's coming clean, and you helped dismember the body with her. Yeah.
Sarah's not going to be able to do this by herself.
Yeah.
And if she said that, then she's lying.
You just said before Sarah wouldn't lie. She's not lying.
I didn't say she wouldn't.
So who's lying here? It's not Sarah.
It is definitely Sarah. If she said that whole...
When the detective interviewing Sarah came down to talk to Jen, she did something that would change the case upside down. Jen was pronounced deceased at the scene, and Sarah was taken into custody. But the story didn't end there. Months after her arrest, Sarah shared a new version of Ryan's death that was significantly different from her initial confession.
Naira started voicing some plan about killing him, and I did not take her seriously because she would make comments like that sometimes. I still didn't take her seriously, but I was starting to get worried because of how intricate it was getting. And then when she started gathering tools like trash bags, bleach, the handsaw from the shed, I realized she was serious. So I tried to talk her out of it, calmly at first, and then I started getting a little hysterical. And she told me that if I didn't help, that she was going to do it anyway. And usually at this point, the attorneys ask me, well, why did you do it? Why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you kick her out? And it was because I loved her. I was so scared and horrified, but there wasn't, like, I didn't stop her. I didn't.
What was the problem then?
Yeah. She had a rag that she dipped in bleach, and she had a bottle of vinegar next to her to add to it when the time came, because I guess they had some kind of chemical reaction and released some kind of poisonous gas. I don't really know, but she did the research. So I stayed in the office for a while until she did get him in the bathtub, and she had put a trash bag over his head and severed it, and then put that into the freezer so that she could deal with it later. The hands in one bag, the hands and the feet she told me to put in a bag, and then she also put it in the freezer for later because she said those would be the two big identifying factors and she would have to deal with them separately. So I removed the forearms and the calves at the joints. It was slow, exhausting work, and I did not work fast enough. Her original idea was to cut up everything into as small of manageable pieces as possible and then dispose of them that way, but we didn't have enough time to do that, so we just had the head, hands and feet, the forearms went in one bag, the calves went in another bag, and then we just had to deal with the torso.
While searching the garage at Sarah's mom's house, officers found several boxes containing human remains, also a pot filled with liquid, wrapped up in layers of plastic bags, and in there they found a human skull, Ryan's skull.
So we had to carry, she put it in the soup bin, put that in a bag, or several bags, put the pieces of the hands and feet also in the bag, and then kept bagging it up, and we put it in the shed for the time being, and every time we moved, it would have to come with us. So that was a weight that I had to drag with me everywhere I went. Mm-hmm. For a long time, we would check the news constantly. That's when we found out that the torso was discovered. But as time went on, we didn't see any new news. We started planning for a future instead. And we made a pact that should something go wrong or we get discovered, that she was going to shoot me first, because she said she would rather die than spend her life in prison. The arrest came, and when I said goodbye to her, I could see it in her face that she knew.
But why did they have to do all of that? Why not just let Ryan leave?
Someone like that doesn't deserve to be out in the world to ruin someone else's life. So I think in some perverse way it was her idea that I don't want to go so far as to say she was dealing out justice, but she just felt very strongly that he didn't deserve to be out there. She said that if you want to transition, your goal is to just fit in and that's what she tried to do. She didn't point out anything. She tried to be as feminine as possible because that's what she wanted to be, was a woman. And so with people like Ryan, who say that they're transitioning but are not really making the effort, really bothered her. She more commonly said things like, he's a disgusting human being, or the world would be better off without him. So that's why the fact that Ryan wanted to but still looked and acted male just really got under her skin.
Justice for 6 babies killed right after birth by their own mother as she pleads guilty to 6 counts of murder.
It all started with a disturbing call to the police.
Sergeant Grove Police.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Can I have an officer come to this address?
And your name?
My name's Darren West. I just found something in my garage. I think it's a miscarriage.
Can you be more specific? What do you mean by a miscarriage you found?
I have no idea. Just please send an officer up here.
It sounds like you may need medical.
It's been wrapped up in a plastic bag and it stinks.
Okay, what is it?
It's a little baby.
In April 2014, a man named Darren West was cleaning out a garage at a Utah home when he found a suspicious box, and when he opened it, he realized there were human remains inside. Authorities rushed to the scene.
Who lives here?
That's 3.
1, 2, 3?
It's a double house. The basement and the upstairs are 2 different.
My 2 daughters live here. See, we've been cleaning the garage.
Okay.
And then, got a 48-hour pass. And I have...
Here, we went on home and find down in a halfway house. Been cleaning out the garage.
I'm trying to get, because I've been gone for so long. And
anyway, there was a box over there. It was all wrapped up. And he says, what is this?
They found a box just outside the garage. Just an ordinary fruit box sealed with tape. Inside was a bag that was also wrapped up with tape upon tape. And in that bag, they found a fully decomposed body of a baby. Unfortunately, that wasn't it. They found 6 more boxes.
There were boxes from floor to ceiling on all 3 walls. There's hundreds of boxes. How are we going to get through all of these? So we contacted the medical examiner's office, and they sent out an investigator. Bewilderment, shock. I was speechless. How could you fathom something like that? The big obvious question is what is this child doing here? Who's the mother? Where did it come from?
The officers questioned Darren at the house.
Let's start off with, is it your wife or your girlfriend?
I'm still married to her, but...
Okay, so legally, according to law, it's still your wife?
Yes, sir.
Okay, why don't you tell me what her name is?
Megan Huntsman. What happened is when I went to prison, she stuck around for 2 or 3 years and she took off.
But she is with a boyfriend now.
Where is she?
In West Valley somewhere. She just had her on the phone. She said it was his.
And I just said, what the hell is this? What have you done?
Get them for her.
Don't call the police. Don't call the police. I'm going to get it.
So if you said it was yours, logically, is that true?
I don't know, man. I never knew.
The home belonged to Megan Huntsman, though she had moved out. She was the only one who could tell the truth behind the gruesome scenes, and they contacted her.
Are you able to help us understand what's going on here? It was a miscarriage?
It was like 9 years ago when he first left.
And how far into your pregnancy were you?
Like 7 months. It was born, still born.
How soon can you come down here? Our detectives need to ask you some follow-up questions so that we can, rule out any kind of foul play.
Okay, there was no foul play.
Okay, listen to me. I need you to stay at your residence. We're going to have a West Valley City officer come pick you up.
As Megan was interrogated by a detective, more heart-wrenching details came out.
You know why we're here? What we're here to talk about. Just start at the beginning and tell me what happened.
Well, we were doing drugs a lot. That's what he was in prison for. I got pregnant right before he left, and I really didn't know because I thought it was just stress and stuff.
He went to prison in 2006?
Yeah.
How far along were you when he
Like a couple months.
Where did you have the baby?
In the house, in the bathroom.
In the house that you and Darren lived in? Describe to me what happened.
Well, I was having a lot of pain that day. I didn't go to work. My kids were at school. I went in the bathroom, just sat there and then just pushed really hard. And you know, I was blue and wasn't crying. And I by myself, and I didn't know what to do. And I couldn't get it to cry or anything.
Then what happened?
I got scared and I wrapped it up. And not being smart and calling you guys, I'm in shock. It was stupid of me to do it.
What do you mean when you say you wrapped it up?
You remember? It was towels or garlic butter or something. I put it in a box.
What would you have done differently, looking back?
Called the cops and told them that I had a baby and that
She admitted she had a stillborn that she had hid in a box in the garage.
You're on the toilet, you have the baby. You said you tried to get it to breathe. What did you do?
I tried just to clean his mouth out and stuff, and I couldn't get a response at all.
Okay.
I couldn't feel a heartbeat or anything.
Okay. So you cleaned the baby's mouth out, tried to get it to breathe, and then what?
I passed out for a little bit. I think I lost a lot of blood. And then I just remember my kids got home from school and I just told them I wasn't feeling well. And then I cleaned myself up and I went and got a box.
And then, as far as you know, unless someone else moved it, the baby's been in the box in the garage since that first year that Darren went to prison. Okay.
I cleaned that garage every year.
Were you worried somebody else would find it when you guys were cleaning the garage?
Yeah.
And so what would you do to make sure that didn't happen?
I just kind of slide it and sweep around, and then set stuff on it and, well, they knew that part was already clean and stuff. Because I was so scared, I don't know what I was thinking. I have no idea.
Do you remember if the baby was a boy or a girl? So, did anyone know that you were pregnant?
I don't show at all.
Did you tell Darren?
No.
Okay. Had you ever had any stillborn babies prior to that? And on these miscarriages, did they all happen at home?
One happened at home.
All right. Is there anything else that you think I should have asked you that I haven't asked you?
No.
Is there anything else that you want me to know?
No.
We really want the right thing for this baby. Proper burial and closure for you and for your family. Your husband went to prison, you're raising the kids on your own, and you're overwhelmed, and I can understand that. I mean, Darren just found out that he had another kid that he didn't know about, so what do you think proper closure looks like? Anything else?
Me going to jail.
Well, it's clear that we think you should go to jail for this, that you recognize you've done something wrong. We haven't made any decisions like that. We're still just trying to put the story together at this point.
During this interrogation, the search was still on at the house, and they found another suspicious box holding a second child.
I remember there being some sort of form of tape over it, and then as we opened it up, there's heavy padding and packaging, more plastic wrap. As we got deeper into that box, we did ultimately find a second child. I felt angry, and I remember thinking, what in the actual hell is going on?
The officer interrogating Megan was informed, and he asked her about the second child.
We have investigators in the house right now. They found a second baby. Will you please tell me about that?
There's more. Hey, I'm sorry. I have hit every one of them, and he had to have known I was pregnant through most of them.
There's others? How many?
I'm not even sure. I was on so many drugs and stuff. During it all, I can't even remember.
When?
All through the years.
If it's easier for you to remember, if we want to start after you had your first child, when you had the first miscarriage.
One right after I moved in. I can't even remember. I remember when I had in the tub. They were all stillborn. Every one of them.
Were they full term?
No. Not me.
Okay, so how many do you think will we find in the garage?
More.
Did you put all 4 in the garage?
Yeah.
Did you keep them in the same place in the garage? What did you?
Right there. Covered.
Okay. And so all 4 boxes are in the same place. Okay. Well, I just want to be able to relay to the detectives what they're going to find. And so all 4 are in the cabinet in the garage.
Yes.
Why didn't you call for help?
I'm afraid if people know I'm pregnant.
I mean, this is Utah. It's not common for people to have a lot of kids.
Oh, because I was young. Because I was so young.
Several years later, though, when this happened, I mean, you're not so young.
I know. But like I said, the drugs, they mess with you. Bad.
So you're telling me that because you were on drugs, you weren't making good decisions?
Yeah, exactly.
Does it feel better to tell the truth?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, just a minute.
The officer informed the searching team about more bodies, and the interrogation continued.
So have the babies been in the garage the whole time?
I never moved them or anything. But yeah, they've been in the garage the whole time.
So we're talking 8 years ago.
Yes.
I mean, you told me earlier that you put the boxes with the babies in them in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Did you ever take them out of that cabinet?
No.
I imagine in the last 9 years, stuff's been in and out of the cabinet.
I didn't think so, because I was just there a month or so ago getting my bed and stuff out of there, and I seen it sitting there.
Right. And so did anyone in the world know that the baby was in the garage? Okay.
So.
Well, they're saying one of the boxes was on a stack of shelves next to the cabinet. Why would it be there?
I moved it or something, but it's not thinking.
Do you know when that might have been?
Before I left, I did. I mean, I haven't been in that house. I've only once since I moved out.
I want to make sure that there's no more weight on your shoulders. Okay. When you have these babies.
Yes.
You said after they were born and they were blue and you try to get them to breathe. What would you do to try to get them to breathe?
Sometimes I was so scared, I don't know.
I'm
sorry. You like shake them, sorry. Like that.
Did you have like the suction they used to clean out their mouths? Or you described you had the one in the tub that you filled the tub and had.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Was that baby alive when it was born?
I think it was. For a short time.
What?
Well, you'd think if I have baby in the house, it just cry, so you know.
Well, you say you think it was for a short time. What was it moving? Did it start to breathe?
No, it wasn't breathe. I could see a little heartbeat in this.
Okay. For about how long?
Not very long.
Okay. The one that you had when he was in prison, that you were on the toilet, was that one alive when it was born? Okay. Where were the other 2 born? The one on the bed when it was born. Do you think it might have been alive for a short time as well?
If the babies were still alive after birth, that could only mean one thing. And during the questioning, Megan admitted the unthinkable.
Did you kill the baby after it was born? What we need is the truth.
I did one of them.
Which one?
Can't remember. No, I was just so scared. I was so on drugs so bad.
How did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think all 4 of these babies were alive when they were born?
I'm pretty sure one of them wasn't.
And did you fuck the others?
Yes, I did.
And you put them in a towel, put them in garbage bags, and then put them in a box and put it in the garage.
Yes.
So one was dead when it was born, and the other 3 you. And why did you fuck them?
Oh no, scared. I was in shock.
Have you ever told anyone this?
No, I've never told a soul.
So when we run DNA tests, will they all be Darren's?
Yes, they will.
Is there anything else we need to know about?
No.
All right.
Back at the house, officers were searching, leaving no stone unturned.
This was probably one of the longest days in my career. It was emotionally straining, physically exhausting, and the feeling in the air was dread, but also determination to find out what in the hell actually had happened. Eventually, we found baby number 3.
And they were able to find baby 3, and things really escalated when they discovered the 5th baby, wrapped up the same way inside a box.
Right, Megan, I'm really happy with how far you've come, but I'm concerned that you haven't told me everything. How many do you think there possibly could be?
Honestly, I don't know how many. 4 I can think of, but I don't.
Okay. They are up to 5. And so now that there's 5, are you still only certain that one of them was dead when it was born? And so the other 4 were alive?
There could be more. Like I said, I can't remember a damn thing.
How many do you think there would be?
I'd say 8 or 9.
When they're done searching the garage, they are going to search the rest of the house. Will they find any more?
No.
Okay. So there could be 8 or 9?
Yeah, it could be. But I know there's no more than that. And I know there's none in the house. I mean, you'd smell them if they were in the house.
Right. Did the smell from the garage ever come in the house? It would just be out in the garage.
People said it was some smell, you know, like in the heat of the summer. We had cats and stuff, and you know, and I think it was always just blamed on that.
Did you just leave it open?
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying Darren never knew?
No, and I told you, only me. I've kept this to myself for 18 years.
So I'm the only person that you've ever told?
Yeah.
Officers were still suspicious that her husband might be in on this.
I talked to you earlier. You mentioned that Darren should have known. What do you mean by that? Did you tell her?
No. I don't know why. I think my mind was just so out of it. You know, all I focused on was the next fix. But how can you not know? How can you sleep with someone every night and not know that?
When we're talking about Darren knowing that you were pregnant because he's in your bed, those aren't miscarriages. And so did you just tell him that you miscarried? Okay. And so when you told him that it was a miscarriage, he never asked what you did with the miscarriage?
At the house, the search team found the 6th and 7th bodies, and no other bodies were found after that. Megan's husband, Darren West, was just released from prison and had returned to the home and made the horrifying discovery while cleaning. He told detectives he had no idea what had happened.
Damn, extra much, so I'm trying to talk to everybody, make sure I know that it's been a horrible day for a lot of you. So you're not in trouble right now. I'm just trying to understand what's happened. So she's saying that baby was a miscarriage after he went in prison.
That's what she told me. Is that what she's still saying?
Yes. We did get a search warrant in the house, and there's more than one. And so, how many times was your wife pregnant?
Well, I have 3 daughters, and I know one other time that she had a miscarriage. I never even knew she was pregnant with 2 of my daughters until she was like 4 or 5 months along. And then she told me, you know, I don't know, sir.
There's...
How many was there?
There was 7.
You were kidding me.
I'm not. She said that the first one was shortly after you moved into the house.
Oh my God.
And that the last one, she was pregnant by you before you went to prison.
Wait, so she says they're all mine?
That's what she says. And that's why I'm glad you're here, because I would have thought that if she was pregnant 7 times in the 10-year period that you lived in that house, that surely you would have known.
Holy.
You said you knew that she was pregnant once. Are you talking about one other time than the miscarriage, or are you talking about something else?
That's the only time I know. I was so messed up on freaking drugs, and I don't know what was going on.
I can tell that you know about more than what you're telling me. Megan hid pregnancies from everybody until shortly before she had kids. But you're saying that she told you when she was 4 months along. I believe that you knew about these pregnancies.
I swear to God, I never knew about how he's pregnant.
What's happened here is tragic. But I don't think that you killed these babies and hid them. I think that you were married to a woman who was going to do it her way, and then you were done fighting with her, and so you allowed her to make these decisions. Is that what happened?
I never would think that she would put babies in a box and freaking...
So what did you think she was doing with these pregnancies?
I didn't realize she was pregnant 7 freaking times.
I'm a married man. You know your wife's pregnant. And so she's telling me that the only one that you weren't around for is when you went to prison.
Honest to God, I didn't know that there were 7 babies in my garage. I never knew there was 1. And do you think I would have go out and clean the garage and then, you know what I mean?
I understand where you're coming from. I'm not saying you knew they were in the garage, but I'm saying you had to know that they were brought into the world. Your wife has admitted to some crimes, to some horrible things. She admits that she killed someone after they were born. Like I said, she's being completely honest, and I really wish you were too.
What do you want me to say? I didn't know she was killing kids, and I didn't know she was put in boxes. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how she could give birth and then, I don't know.
Were you there when any of these were born?
No, sir. No, sir. I swear.
What we want to do is we want to do what's right. We want to have closure for these children. We want to have closure for your kids that are alive, for these babies' grandparents. I mean, these babies were in a garage for years.
I never knew that. I never knew that. I don't want to say nothing else. This is looking bad. I had no idea that she was killing kids and putting them in boxes. I swear to God.
Okay.
But I want an attorney though. Wouldn't you?
I can't give you that advice. I'm not in your situation, and I don't think I ever will be.
No, you won't.
So. Okay. All right, hold on just a second. We'll get you upstairs in just a minute.
Megan had already confessed everything. The evidence came back from the lab, and there were no fingerprints linking Darren to the boxes or any of the items used. Everything pointed to Megan alone. DNA tests confirmed Darren was the father of all 7 children. Still, he said he was completely in the dark. On February 12, 2015, Megan was sentenced to 6 terms of 5 years to life in prison, 1 for each child she admitted to killing, and now she would spend the rest of her life behind bars. A woman called 911 from a Georgia residence, terrified her husband was going to shoot her.
Jackson 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Do we get an officer right away, please? My husband just shot himself.
Okay, what's the address?
He's going to kill us. 11310 Bramshield Drive.
Okay.
Stop!
Okay, ma'am? Ma'am?
When officers arrived, they heard gunshots from inside the house and quickly set up a perimeter before entering.
50, we got shots. 150, we got 1 single shot coming from the front of the house, living room floor.
You see anything, Rosie?
No, I heard the shot though. We need a bunker. 1 single shot.
Sierra 22 to the next responding unit. Shut down Rock.
Let's see if we can try.
4 up Ramshield.
We need someone up the back of the house.
Got the front door open?
Yeah.
28 copy. Show me 26.
Listen, you hold me. I'm headed to this side of the house, to the side.
121 same.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Yeah, hold that front window.
12 radio, notify SWAT. Have you notified SWAT at the side 741?
Someone grab that bunker. Stop grabbing rifles, I need a bunker. Is that a window open? Door open?
Rosie, I'm gonna take this backyard to loop around, okay?
You gotta be out the front door, hands up, come on up! Hey, let me see your head! Show your head! You want the see your head! Show me your head! Commander, get the shield up here now. Let's go.
Start EMR. I've got a subject down at the front. Blood coming from the face, non-responsive. Go ahead and have him step it up. 50, that's a negative. Get him started.
Rose, quick. Can you see? Okay. Can you see inside the house?
Yeah, I can see inside the house.
Hey, get up! Let me see your hands, man!
One man was found in the front room, Police entered the house and cleared each room cautiously, discovering multiple individuals inside, including a woman on the floor who was unresponsive and not breathing.
We'll call out, okay? Is there a hallway? Yeah. I'm not sure the room to the right, against the right. Okay. The room to the left, possibly. When we get to the door, I'm gonna call out, all right? Some lights. Okay. Good job, though. See? There's a ring camera. They can see if they hit the lock up. Make it out. I got you. Logic, police! I got you, man. Say you. Logic, police! You're in there! Come down slowly! Got the phone here. Put your hands up! Right. If you're in there, say something! John Creek PD! Alright, so listen up, guys. Next thing we'll do, once all get in place, it's a matter we'll have you come in and hold to the right, toward that stairway. You have hold right. And I'm gonna have to peel left. And Don, you stay right. Because that female got to be in somewhere. Yes, I'm gonna go to the right. Hold on, we're gonna wait on Saul to get in place. John Street PD! Anybody in there? Hello! If you are in there! John Street PD! Alright, what's clear? Alright, Sheriff 22 vehicle, we're going to van, try to clear this house. Okay, yep. I'm with you. Hold to the right. Alright. Hold what you got. Hold on, keep the closet. Closet clear. So man, hold what you got, don't advance shit. Hold what you got. We got an open door to our left. Okay. I'm gonna find it. You could watch. Go ahead, I'm going along. John Creek Police, say something. What you got? Hold what you got, man. We're gonna advance to the kitchen. You can go ahead and split left and right. Be back to back. Split left. John Creek Police!
We need you to wait around, please. Pick up the phone in the background.
I got a close door back here.
Clear.
Hit on that. What you got? The garage. Go ahead, clear. Hey, I got a room right in front of me. I'm waiting on you to come back to me. Take your time. Yo, hold what you got, man. Good job, man. Hold what you got. Yeah, I still can't see the. You guys can come inside. I can't see what's right immediately.
Echo 12, Sierra 22, and update when you can.
Stay there. Do not move. You understand me? Okay.
22, we're clear. We have another body in the house on the floor. One other person.
All right, let's go. I'm like top step. Come on, sir. Go. Take your turn. So, going to my right as well. What can you see? I have the bedroom, and another bedroom next to my right. Medium right. All right. How you doing? I got you. Okay, hey, we're real tight. Okay, I'm gonna pan left. I'm gonna pan to the room left. I want you holding this down from straight ahead. I got you.
Another man, later identified as the caller's brother, was found lying in bed, alive, but crying, as he failed to act on the commands. Officers entered the room.
Hey, let me see your hands. Say something. Let me see your hands. The room has been cleared to the left. Okay. I've got positive hands. I got it. Oh. The body right on the ground. Okay. Another body. Keep your hands out. Let me see you. Female on the ground. The female on the ground. Stay there. Do not move. Do you understand me? Okay. Do not move.
Clear. We have another body in the house on the floor. One other person.
Do not move. Do not move. Keep your hands right there. All right. She's at my feet. Almost tripped on her. She's not conscious, not alert, not breathing.
Keep
on. Stay on him. I got him. Hey, Samantha. Oh, what you got? Watch. You want to trip on his feet. I'll trip on his feet. Stay right there. Do not move. Do you understand me? All right. You're doing good. Just stay right there. I'm crossing over. Hey, what you got? I got you. John Creek Police, if you're here, say something. What's your name, bro? What's your name? All right. Can't step up because she's right away. I got you. You're doing good, man. Just stay right there and keep your hands where we can see him. Stay with you. We'll come back to you. Yeah, he's laying on there. Alright. She's not. You can see she's breathing. I can't see. Oh, she's not. Yeah, she's not. Who's gonna go hands on? I got you. I'll go. Right, hold on. Hold on. I still got him. Alright. Alright, well, when you move her up, when you move around.
Charlie 37, I'm going to see where I can get from.
Excuse me, sir, you have any firearms on you? Sir, you have any firearms on you?
Come to the front of the house.
Sir, you got any firearms on you? How you doing, man?
Do not move. Do you understand? Pause, go to the left. Pause, go to the left.
Hey, stay on him, though.
Hey, stay right there, man. Stay right there.
Dude, don't move. Don't move. Sir, could you place your hand straight out for me? Straight out for me. Leave him there, okay? Leave him there.
My brother.
Leave him there for me, okay?
Man, I am no man.
Check out this bed for me real quick. You see? That is cool. Step up for me, sir. Stand up for me. Stand up for me. Alright?
My brother is my brother.
Come on, stand up for me, okay? Sit tight for me, alright?
I remember that I was talking to fire.
I'll adjust when we get out, okay? We're gonna back out. Hey, stay high. We're gonna back out and do a secondary.
6, 7, 8.
Come on, man. I want you to walk with me, okay? Oh, we have to watch your step here, okay?
Is there anyone else in this house? Answer me now. You.
Step over here, okay?
Is there anyone else in this house?
Come on, step over. I got you. Let's go, let's go. Hey, I'm going down. Let's start secondary.
My brother, my brother.
Come on, I got you, man. Come on.
Sierra 22, we're coming out.
Yeah, let's go and start the secondary. Yeah. I don't think it does.
I got 2 rooms off the back we need to clear.
We cleared all down here, but just do a secondary for me. Yeah, secondary on everything. That's me, that's Sarge. That's me. That's me, Sarge. Got that.
My brother, sir.
Come on, sir. Come on. You stepping out. Come on. Come on. Y'all do secondary. Watch step.
Oh, my brother, sir.
I got you. Yes, sir. Hey, we use another one to do a secondary. We do a secondary suit now. Yeah. Come on, man. You all right? Come on. Come on.
Sir, my brother. Yeah, I'm not kidding, my brother.
Okay. All right, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Listen to me. I'm going to sit you in my patrol unit, and we're going to get somebody to talk to me just a little while, okay?
My brother, sir. And your wife.
Say it again. Yeah, we're going to... give me a second, I got you.
Which car is you?
Right here. Okay. I'm going to let you stand by with him, okay?
Yeah, whatever you
I'm going to sit him in. You got anything on you, sir? Put your bed in the bed.
My brother.
Sierra 22.
Have a seat here for me, okay?
Oh, my brother. Where's my brother?
Come on, sit here for me, okay? Just sit tight with him.
Is there anybody else in the house?
Yeah.
Officers tried to question him.
Hey, man. Hey, man, sit up for me. Sit up for me. You sit up right here. Just sit up. Alright. I know we seen a lot this morning. Just take a deep breath from me, okay? I'm not going to ask you anything right now about what happened. Right now, I just need to know your name and your date of birth, okay? Alright, take a deep breath from me, alright? My name is Troy, okay? I'll be working with you here and there, okay? What's your first name, man? Go ahead, from Morgan.
Hey, we're going to find out where that subject was transported via ambulance. We're going to have you go to the hospital and stay with that subject. Just stand by, I'll give you a location. If it's Henry Johns Creek Hospital.
That's fine. We just...
Charlie 32 to command. Be advised, Officer Morgan has detained in his vehicle inside of the crime scene.
What's your name?
Got it, okay. Give me one.
You know her name? Okay, that's all I need. Listen to me. Like I said, like I told you a minute ago, I'm not going to ask you anything. We'll have an investigator come speak to you shortly, okay? So just sit tight, be patient with us, all right? It's going to be a little process. I'm going to come check on you periodically every 3 to 5 minutes or so, okay? All right, sit tight for me, okay?
The house was searched thoroughly to ensure no one else was hiding or in danger. The man identified himself as Rene, confirmed he is the brother of the shooter, and provided names of relatives involved. He was detained, but later released.
You have any other family here? No other any other family? Familiar here?
All other fire personnel be released.
In Woodstock? What's the address in Woodstock?
My brother, my older brother in God.
Well, what's his name? The older brother. Carlos. Rayo. He live in. Okay.
Okay, if you will pass on that information.
Hey. So he got a. He said the next closest family is Carlos Rayo. He stayed in.
He had his 39 on him. His little, I know that. The guy that was shot, that had the gunshot wound.
Okay. That Jose?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He said the next closest family is Carlos Rayo, and he's stays in Woodstock.
Is it what's the uncle or something? What's the relation?
Yeah, that's the uncle. Uncle, brother, and dad, and I think that's mom. What was in there.
So one of the brother is the one he shot in the face.
Yeah.
The brother's wife is in here.
Yeah. Because she called in initially and said that he was about to shoot her brother. Yeah.
Matter of fact,
she calls in.
I'm not needed. I got a number down there.
Come on, my man. We're gonna sit you upstairs, okay? Somebody gonna come talk to you in a few. All right.
The shooter, Rayo Manila, was charged with murder and aggravated assault. That's all for today's deep dive into the darkest corners of crime. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and always keep your eyes open.